I was at the used bookstore and I came across this incredible cover, Zebraman. And believe me when I say this has to be the strangest superhero movie I have ever seen. From little green alien babies, there's a crab man, to evil children. It has something for the whole family. I have a lot to neigh about, so let's get to it because this is Redeye. I just want to start by showing you this extra footage I found on the DVD. They made it a stage show. There isn't an amount of money I wouldn't pay to be in that audience. And yeah, this is pretty accurate representation of the movie we're about to watch. We start with a newscast. Yes, those are seals, and no, they don't play any part in the movie, and literally this is the only scene with them, and they'll never come up again, so don't even ask. We get our first dialogue of the movie. And if you think that was good, it sounds even better in English.
What? My cock itches.
Like I said, it's very weird. The English voiceover is rather erotic, the entire movie. It really is. But we see our main man is watching an old school TV show where they fight that girl from The Ring. And we also see this auditorium just filled with little brainy babies. Oh, and we haven't even hit the title card yet. There we go. Yeah, we're in for a trip. So our main man, Shinichi Ichikawa, is a school teacher, and in his spare time, he obsesses over an old TV show called Zebraman.
白と黒のエクスタシー。ゼブラスクリューパンゼブラバッキーゼブラボンバー
And if you think that was entertaining, it's just as good in English.
Zia! Zebra screw! Punch! Zebra back kick! Two! Zebra bummer! Zia!
But our Zebra Man lives by one rule.
俺の背中に立つんじゃねえ。
Do not stand behind a zebra. The next day, he gets a new student at school.
転校生だ。偉い偉い。
当たり前です。立って歩くこと以外はごく普通の小学3年生ですから。
Of course he's polite. Well, just because my kid can't walk doesn't mean he isn't normal. Said nobody. Said literally nobody but you called your kid that, so just saying. That night, our man decides to try out his new suit outside. But zebras are notoriously bad on roofs. Everybody knows that. We do learn that our new student is also crazy about Zebraman, and thus, the strangest and slightly inappropriate friendship is formed. But first, a commercial.
ここでみんな一緒にテレビで流れたゼブラマンの予告編を見てみよう。西暦2010年地球侵略しかし当時の資料は
Meanwhile, we learned that an alien spaceship has crashed into Japan and it's getting ready to cause major problems. So the government is out in small force. There's like 3 of them. It's a big problem, but we couldn't afford to send that many people. And we get inspired to make our costume even better. And now we officially take it for its first test run. Oh God, it's the live-action Mr. Krabs. I see he's gathering that secret ingredient for the Krabby Patty. But we see that somehow the suit has given our man real powers and he kicks major face in.
Zebra screw punch.
The next night, the same thing. His bizarre zebra senses activate and he runs out to fight even more bad guys.
Zebraman, back!
As it turns out, these people all appear to be infected with our alien goo. We chatted up with the principal and it's clear that that man is hiding something.
2つの事件とも同一犯の犯行と。あんたは何も分かってないよ。
So while spending an awkward amount of time at that new kid's house, his mom goes off and volunteers too much information again.
妻と子供が2人。
そうですか。
でも家族っていいのかな。
自殺したんです。
Oh, by the way, my husband, he killed himself. Yeah, you look like you wanted me to tell you. But we don't have time for more because we get a vision. His mother is Zebra Nurse. And she makes me feel funny feelings. The next day, a bus full of children has been possessed by alien boogers. They start causing all kinds of trouble. Thank God it is no match for Zebraman. But no, our man notices that his own kid is in the mix and he springs into action. Also, to the rest of the world, it really looks like he just took advantage of the chaos to kidnap a child. Hey, some people in riots steal stereo systems, and this man steals children. And now the world begins to fall apart. Some lady gives birth to She-Hulk. Zebraman gets flubber all over his face. Our principal goes to check on the school auditorium. And yeah, I'm pretty sure he drowns in snot. It's not a good way to go. So, not knowing where the principal went to, we go to his apartment. Inside, we find a bunch of movie scripts from Zebraman. And it seems that these canceled episodes are playing out in real life. The government guy proceeds to tell us that when the aliens crash landed here, they basically fell on top of a pile of horrible movie scripts and they thought, well, these are better than our original invasion plan, so we might as well give it a go. We cut back to the principal, and he seems fine. I mean, he poops green, but some of us do that anyways. Knowing he has to go fight the evil alien babies, Zebraman attempts to bond with his son one last time by bringing up bikes a lot.
ちょっとバイクをな。バイクを買うんだ。ヒーローにはバイクが必要だろう。
And his kid is like, wow, the first 2 times I wasn't so convinced, but that last bike comment, that really won over my affection, Daddy-o.
頑張って。
And after reading the final script, we learned that Zebraman defeats the evil aliens by flying up into the sky. However, we are pretty certain that zebras do not know how to fly. No, zebras definitely cannot fly. But he keeps trying. He tries many, many times.
信じれば夢やかな。
Thankfully, Government Man pulls us out of the creek and he's like, hey, I kind of need you to learn how to fly because unless you beat the alien, we're going to have to bomb the school. Oh, and not just any bomb. No, we got an American bomb. So, it's going to mess some stuff up. We also learn our sidekick wheelchair boy has gone off to look for us at the school. And after many, many concussions, we arrive at the school. Yeah, we're not sure if it's a good idea. Well, I mean, honestly, we probably don't know our own name right now, but he rides in anyways. And once inside, he fights those evil little babies the only way he knows how. If you had to kick an alien, you would want it to be baby-sized. That's all I'm saying. So we transform into a much cooler version of ourselves. It's kind of like that scene in Batman and Robin where we have to save the world from Mr. Freeze. However, we choose to do a costume change in the middle. Yeah. The giant babies go to sneak up on our man, but what's the #1 rule for dealing with zebras? Exactly. So we grab the boy. We run to the roof. Meanwhile, the babies have been busy bouncing boys. They turn into one giant goo baby. Like a giant weather-controlling baby. Now, let's play a game. What do you think happens next? Is it A, he flies through the baby and cuts it up from the inside? Is it B, he zebra drill kicks him through the head? Or is it C, he turns into an actual flying zebra, then laser beams a giant Zorro Z in the baby's forehead, and then that baby explodes? Well, if you haven't guessed it by now, thank God I'm not a betting man or I would be broke. So Japan is safe. Everybody celebrates him. There's a lot of people behind him, which is a dangerous place to be. However, he does resist the urge to start kicking them all in the face. Also, Wheelchair Boy has officially evolved into Crutches Lad. Maybe next year he'll level up into those cool, like, little Blade Runner legs, but that is it.
白黒つけたぜ。
We end our movie with a bunch of still photos that make the entire thing seem like it's an in memoriam video at the Oscars. However, I am almost positive that everybody didn't die making this movie, but then again, I didn't check, so I'm not 100% sure. And on that, let's head on over to Redeye Reacts.
背中に立つんじゃねえ。もう来るとこまで来てんじゃよ。失礼。世界で初めてナス専門店。シューシューシューシュー焼けてるよ。ナス焼けてるよ。
That is everything. Thank you so much for watching. I apologize I found this. I also did research. I found out they made a second one. So, we're going to watch it. Probably soon. If you want to control my brain and pick what I watch, I have a Patreon. I would appreciate it if you could support. There's a link down below to do it. I do have a Discord channel. That is down below. And a merch store. It's down there. Sure, why not? I will see you next time, and until then, stay happy and stay healthy.